Okay guys, we're going to learn how to crochet today. Some of the tools that you might need. Hooks. You can have many different sizes. They're sized by millimeters and letters. So I'm using the J, but there's like bigger ones. That's J, and then there's little ones. Those are for like making like the stuffed animals that you might see. And a large eye yarn needle, so you can see that this part is where the yarn's going to go through, and you're not going to need this till the very end. It's going to be part of sewing in, and that's how you finish the project essentially. And you need yarn. Any yarn's good. This is Cafe Latte. I made a blanket out of this, so it's just extra. But you can start by pulling a bunch of yarn out if you want. And then the first step is to do what's called a slip knot. And so like this is the end of the yarn, so I'm going to take that and wrap it around my fingers. We'll do a lot of slack. So I have the loop. This is where it went around. I take the hook, we go through the loop, and then grab onto the short end, pull it through, and then like tighten it. This is kind of hard to see, but I'll do it again. So this is the short end. I'm gonna grab a different yarn. You might be able to see this one better since it's brighter. So you have the short end, you have the end, you wrap it around your fingers, take the hook through the loop, yarn over, and pull it. It took me a long time to figure this out, and I know I'm not describing it very well, but if you just practice it, you'll eventually get it. Now there's a couple different ways that you can hold what you're working on, but the way that I learned, since I'm right hand dominant, I take the longer end, so like this is where the yarn is attached. I wrap my pinky around it, and then I pull it up over my hand. So this helps keep tension, which is gonna affect how your stitches look. And if you don't want, tension is kind of hard to explain because you don't want your stitches too loose, because then it doesn't appear very well. But then if you pull your stitches too tight, it's like hard to put the hook through. So a lot of this comes with practice. But the first thing that we're gonna do is, so I hold everything in this hand, my left, and then what's called yarn overing. I'm gonna see if I can do it like this. So the hook is facing me, and we're gonna take the hook. The yarn's gonna like come up around it, so it's coming from behind, and you're gonna pull through. Okay, I'm gonna try to get closer. You take the yarn around and pull through. I'm trying to get different viewpoints for you. Yarn around and pull through. Around and pull through. So let's see, we have 4 stitches, chains. You start off with a long base, and that's going to be your chain, and then you build up, literally up from your chain. So I have 4. I'm going to continue on. I'm going to do 20, and I'm going to speed this part up because editing, Shelby knows what she's doing a little bit. I'm going to do 20 and then come back and show you how to continue the project on. So this is my chain of 20. It doesn't look good. My chains never end up looking good, but the project typically, it comes out fine. You won't notice it. Even my first row never looks good, but your projects, as you do it, you'll get better and they'll come together. So after you chain 20, you're going to do one more. This is going to be what's called our it's like our turning knot, so that like we all have 20 across, so this is the extra one that helps you like go over the curve. So you do one more, and then you're going to insert your hook on the next one, go all the way through, yarn over again, pull through just the one, yarn over, and so there's two loops. There's two loops on your hook now, so then you're going to yarn over again and pull all the way through. So let's do it again. You can kind of see from there. You insert your hook through the first stitch, yarn over, pull through. You have two loops, you're going to yarn over and pull through again. Let's do it again. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now if you can yarn under, which is just doing it backwards, and then as you continue on, if you make more, there's we're doing a single stitch, a single crochet. There's double crochets, triple crochets, triple treble crochet. There's a bunch of different ones, but this is just the basic one. Start with the basics. So again, put the hook through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So I'm gonna continue on and finish this row, and I will be back again. Okay, so we're on the last one. So insert, yarn over, pull through again, and then you're going to chain one. So it's just you have nowhere else to go, so you chain one and pull through, and then you turn the work around. So now you're going to go this way. And then something to point out is if you can see the top part like that, you see the V, so like that's a V, that's a V, that's a V. You're going to stick the hook through both of them. Whoops, so sorry. So instead of doing one, which would be a front hook, or that one, which would be a back hook, you're going to hook both of them. I hope you can see that. But you're still doing the same thing. So we chained one, we insert through two, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. You're still doing the exact same thing. You're just putting the hook through the two top yarns. And as you continue on, I think the projects get easier because you have more to hold on to in your left hand. So like I have something to grip onto, and that'll help me keep my tension pretty even, pretty equal and stuff.
Tell me that you turned down the man who asks for your hand, 'cause you're waiting for me. And I know you're gonna be away a while, but I've got no plans at all to leave. Would you take away my hopes and dreams and just stay with me? Ooh, all my senses come to life while I'm stumbling home as drunk as I have
Okay, so I'm basically gonna be done with this. It's fine. So I have one more stitch to go, so I'm gonna go through the V, yarn over, pull through, and then, where are my scissors? I'm gonna leave quite a bit of yarn. It's up to you how much you leave. So I'm just gonna cut, and then you're going to yarn over and pull all the way through this time, and then pull tight, and that's your slip knot for the end. So now to sew in the ends, you grab your large eye yarn needle, put the yarn through, which it's a little complicated, or it's just not complicated, it's challenging. So to like yarn in or sew in the yarn, you're just gonna kind of take it and go back through your stitches. I'm gonna do my best to show this. So you just kind of take the yarn back through, like you see how it's going through the stitch. So I do that. I think they say like you can do like 5, but I do a lot more. And so like the needle goes through this end and comes out this end, and then you pull through. Pull all the way through. Don't pull it too tight because you don't want it to like be disformed. And then you can continue on, so I'll just continue to do the stitch. So you'll just continue to sew through the stitchings like that, pull through, and then when I sew in, I like to go back through it. So right here, right there was the last one that I went through, so I'm gonna skip that one and then go to the next one. So that was my last one. I'm gonna skip over it and do the same thing, go all the way back through those stitches, and that's basically how you that is how you sew in. And again, don't pull it too tight because it'll get disformed and your stitches will just look a little off. And then once you sew in, you can cut it. And then don't forget to go back and sew in the starting one. So I'll do it again. So you go through the stitches. Pull through and go back. Pull through. So mine did not turn out to be an exact square. I think what happened, I think I started to double stitch on one of the sides maybe. Or not double stitch, like I think I started to put 2 single crochets on the end, and so it's not completely straight. Just keep practicing. I mean, that's the best advice I have for you. That's how you're going to get your tension correct and all that. That's how you do it. I hope you learned something. Have a good day. Bye.